Hi everyone, my name's Kujalina, and yeah, I know I'm wearing a ponytail right now. But you know what? I just got home from work like 20 minutes ago, and I'm way too lazy to take it down because that means I have to take out the bobby pins that hold my bangs back, and then my bangs look like death. And so you know what? Y'all just get to deal with the ponytail here, because that is not even the point right now. Right now, I am just so freaking salty with Snapchat, because Snapchat killed my 187-day streak with my friend. Yeah, 187. Basically, yesterday it went and did a thing and wouldn't let her send any snaps. So we lost our 187-day streak. And no, I'm not just upset because I'm sitting here with 20 different streaks or whatever and oh, I lost one. No, this is the only girl I actually bother to keep a streak with. She is the only person I have ever had a streak with because last year in pre-calc we were sitting next to each other and she just got Snapchat for the first time and I had one but I never used it and we were like, oh, let's send each other funny filters, and it just went from there until we got to 187 days, and then Snapchat went and did the be a butt thing and killed it. And I am so salty right now. And so me and Snapchat are not friends. So I decided to make a list of why Snapchat sucks. And you know what? They're not really in an order, but at moments like these, order doesn't matter because it just sucks in general and everything sucks equally. And it all sucks. Okay, so number one, that one person who posts 20 snaps to their story of them just mouthing the words to a song and doing the gangsta moves with it or whatever, and they're just sitting there and it's just what are you doing? I don't need to watch this. You're ruining my life with your stupid story. And it's just no one needs to see you lip syncing that much. It's so bothersome. Okay, no. Number two, which is just as bad, people use the dog filter way too much. My goodness, what's even so great about it? People are sitting there constantly taking their stories with the dog tongue out thing on their Snapchat and posting them to their stories with all this dog filter stuff. I'm pretty sure the only time I ever posted it or used it for an actual thing was when my baby cousin, who was 2 years old at the time, wanted to be the doggy. She wanted to be the doggy, and I was going to let her be the doggy, and so we were the doggies together. And you know what? That is acceptable, but all you people sitting there just posting a picture of yourself on your story with the dog filter, it needs to stop, people. My goodness. Okay. Number three, the emoji system is just way too complicated to understand. You know how next to people's names you'll see these emojis, you'll see little hearts or the smiley people or the fire when you get the streak? I've had Snapchat for a while now and I still don't understand the emoji thing. If a new one suddenly pops up, I have to go Google the Snapchat emojis in order to figure out what the heck they mean because it's just confusing and I don't need to bother with that in my life. And you know what? Whatever. Just do your thing. Just confuse me all you want. It's okay. Not really. Okay, number four. Since you can't see your history, half the time you don't even know what you were talking about by the time you finally read your friend's response. Because you know what? That has happened to me so many times. My friend will send me something and I'll check it in between classes or whatever, and I'm she'll be responding to something and I'm what did I say? What is that a response to? What's happening? And it's just they say a response, and it's oh, it must have been something interesting that I said based off this response. But no, then I ruin the whole flow of the conversation because I have no idea what I just said, and it's very, very, very upsetting. You know what? Salt. Deal with it. Number five, sometimes it takes a really long time for certain filters to load. I'll be scrolling through the new filters for the day, and I'll see this one, and it's oh, that one might be kind of cool. But no, I'm sitting there for 5,000 years, and I'm just waiting and waiting, and it's loading, and about 5,000 years later, I'm sitting there as a skeleton with my phone in my hand, and the darn filter still hasn't loaded, so I can make a funny selfie to send to my friend to keep our streak, which Snapchat ruined. Okay, number six, and this is one that I'm really salty about. Okay, those stupid people who have 20 streaks going, but they literally just send a bunch of pictures of the floor and their faces at like the potato angle or whatever, with no caption or just the word streak, in order to keep that streak, because they think that having 5,000 streaks is actually important. Like, yeah, I know I'm sitting here complaining about losing my streak, but that's the only streak I had, and you know what? We actually talked to each other on Snapchat. Like, we would send each other the funny filters, or like, yeah, besides that, we'd have conversation, or to be like, look at this cool thing I made in this class, or like, I'm gonna complain about this teacher, or look at this. And we had actual conversations. And she told me one day, she was sitting in class and she saw this girl spend 10 minutes taking potato selfies to send to all of her streaks. Like, why is it even worth it at that point? Like, why do you even try? Just get rid of the darn streak. And one time, one of my friends was like, hey, you want a streak? And I was like, sure, because I thought it would be like with the one friend. And I was like, whatever, we can do this. And he sends me something that day and just goes, streak, with a picture of the floor. And I was like, yeah, we're not doing that. There is no need for this. This is completely unnecessary. So, you know what? Me and my friend had nice, meaningful conversations. Meanwhile, all these people are wasting 10 minutes of their lives a day to keep their streaks because it's that important to send someone a picture of the floor so that you can claim you had a streak on Snapchat. Yay! Okay, and then finally, number 7, the thing I hate most about Snapchat and why it sucks and why I'm salty about Snapchat is that sometimes it just likes to be a freaking butt and kills your 187-day streak that you worked really, really hard for. And then you get very upset and you have to make an entire video ranting about how much Snapchat sucks and how salty you are. Like, when me and her hit 100 days, we were like, heck yeah, 100-day streak. And so we went out for ice cream. And you know what? Now instead of going out for 200-day ice cream over Christmas break, which is like 2 weeks away, we're going to have to wait another 100 days to go out for a second 100-day streak ice cream that shouldn't even exist because we already got to 100. But now we have to get to 100 all over again because Snapchat's being a butt. Okay, I am so sorry. I'm just like really salty and I needed to get all that off my chest, so oh my gosh. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And I hope Snapchat doesn't be a butt to you too, because no one wants to deal with that in their lives ever, because Snapchat sucks. And just keep in mind I say Snapchat sucks and I'm gonna try to keep a streak with her again, so you know. Whatever. I'm just super salty right now and need to like vomit some inner turmoil out over everywhere and tell the internet, because you know what? That makes everything better. Okay. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I hope Snapchat doesn't suck as much for you as it does for me. So thanks for listening to this giant rant. Bye bye.